You could say everything right, be the smartest, kindest, most qualified person, but still get completely overlooked and feel invisible. That's because without even realizing it, your body is displaying hundreds of these subtle micro expressions that is telling everybody else how to think, how to feel, act, speak, and behave around you. And so in this short video, I'm going to show you the 3 keys to permanently delete the micro expressions that are currently killing your likability, and how to replace them with the good ones, where when these good micro expressions are turned on, life just feels like you're living on easy mode. Allow me to introduce the concept of mirror neurons. The idea of mirror neurons is simple. Your brain partially mirrors what other people are doing or feeling. If someone's smiling, if someone's feeling relaxed, your brain likes to mirror that state. But if someone's anxious, if someone feels stressed, then the room tends to tense up a little bit. Have you ever noticed that? So it's important to ask yourself, how would you like to feel? Do you want to feel like you're stress-free, you're feeling good, you're comfy, nothing's going on, nothing's wrong? Or would you rather feel a little bit tense, a little bit stressed, a little bit uncomfortable? You're probably drawn to people whose emotional state feels good to mirror. And these are the people that we would say have the it factor. People that feel so good, so fulfilled, that they don't need anything from anybody. They don't need other people's validation. They create it themselves. And these are exactly the type of people that we want to be around. So how do we know which people have the it factor? It's because human beings are innately good at reading micro expressions, okay? It's this mechanism that we've had inside of us for a very long time. Because before human language, because human language hasn't been around for all that long, we had to rely on something else to communicate. Micro expressions, body language, eye contact, voice, all of these subtle micro expressions, we are like this radar, this human machine, very, very good at picking out who has it and who doesn't. That's why it's like comically unimportant, the things that you say. The things that you say don't matter as much as we'd like to believe. Now, how you say something matters far, far more. So how are we going to exploit mirror neurons to instantly boost our likability and our perceived value to other people? Well, there's 3 keys that we'll talk about inside of this video. First, we have to discover which bad micro expressions we're actually doing right now. Like, what sins are we participating in? Because we each have very unique ones. I have different micro expressions than you. You have different micro expression sins than me. There are literally hundreds of different micro expressions that you could be doing right now. I created a list. You can just click the description below. There's a link. I'm just going to talk about some of the more popular ones in this video and just give you a quick idea of them. Here's some big ones. Eye contact, how fast you're moving, raising your eyebrows when you want to speak to other people. And these are all way, way, way more visible when you're under attention, when there's other people around you. Even when a camera is on you, possibly, right? When you know people could be watching you, your nervous system does something funny and it starts displaying all of these micro expressions you wouldn't otherwise have if you were just alone, feeling completely stress-free and comfortable. Excessive blinking, using filler words, having terrible body language, having a vocal fry at the end of your sentences. Okay, these are just some of the very large ones. You are practically displaying to other people that you do not feel comfortable as yourself in your own emotions. Therefore, you are mirroring to them not to feel comfortable around you. And what do we like? We like to feel comfortable. So we want to be around other people that feel the same, that have some weight to them, that can hold eye contact, that has a steady voice, that isn't doing these rapid movements, that feels comfortable under attention. The first step to figuring out which ones you have is just recording yourself exactly like this. Pull out your phone, open up ChatGPT, and say, give me a random topic to talk about. Press enter, whatever random topic it tells you. Don't change it. Go. Start talking as you're recording yourself. Talk and try to talk for 60 seconds, 2 minutes, get all the way up to 5 minutes. And within that recording, you will see these subtle micro expressions that you didn't even realize that you had, but because you have to talk about a random topic that you were not prepared for, these things bust out into the limelight. They become very, very obvious. And step 2, the only way to stop doing these negative micro expressions is to get consistent reps. Look, watching videos like this, it's cool, it's great and all, like learning about the frameworks, trying to come up with the best script that you can recount and re-say to people that are gonna make them like you. However, what did we just talk about? We just talked about how micro expressions are far more important than the things that actually come out of your mouth. Look, even if you had the perfect script memorized to tell somebody or speak to someone in this imagined situation, you reading it is going to come off as clunky, it's gonna come off as inauthentic. And look, I know, okay, trust me, I know, I've done the research on this. I know that my audience, who I've cultivated over the years, I grew a very big podcast talking specifically about social anxiety. What do they want? They want scripts to read. I could make far, far more money just selling somebody the perfect script for this situation. When you want to talk to your boss, when you're on a date, when you're with a friend, this comes up, this comes up. I could fucking do that on ChatGPT right now and I could sell that and make a ton of money. But it wouldn't help anybody. It would help nobody, okay? I talked about this in a previous video and it was like, when you're seeing all of these frameworks of how to speak, the best way to communicate, like you might see a cool video that gives you like these exact words to say, this way to communicate. You bookmark it on social media and then you never come back to it, okay? You're not actually practicing. By doing this and setting up a camera, recording yourself, randomly speaking, watching it back, doing that once a day for 3 minutes, you are going to progress leaps and bounds further than if you were to just watch videos for 5 hours long about communication and the right framework. It's very simple, and you know it. You're not dumb. What most people do is it's like they watch videos like this, and it's like I'm a gym bro, and I'm showing you like a workout to do. Right? I'm showing you, all right, this is how you bench press. Okay, do this. And it's like you're just watching the videos of people bench pressing. You're not actually going to the gym. You got to go to the gym. So start recording yourself. Notice the micro expression sins that you are doing and stop doing them. It's very, very simple. Doesn't mean it's easy. If you want to practice with us inside of my online gym and progress much, much faster when you actually have real people watching you and you kind of have like accountability to come and show up and do it every day for like 5 minutes a day, you're going to progress a lot faster. Now, moving on to step 3, you want to start mirroring other people, the right people. So mirroring works and like the proof is there. You probably have these subtle things that you do, body movements, phrases, the way that you like touch your face or something like that, that's the equivalent to a parent. You probably notice yourself doing that, like a mom, a dad, a sibling, even groups of friends. If you hang out with them more and more and more, you begin to mirror the micro expressions that the people in your life have. So start surrounding yourself with people that have the good micro expressions. Okay, there's always this term that gets flown around that's like, you are the product of the 5 people that you spend the most amount of time with. It's true, and it's true because of this mirroring principle. The brain likes to mirror other people's emotions, other people's feelings. Okay, especially the people who have very, very good frame, are the people that don't try to self-qualify to others. They're already qualified in it of themselves, and so they kind of act like the judge to other people. I can talk about that in later videos because that's one of the most important, like deep social skills that somebody could actually develop. However, more important than that is just to have the correct micro expressions, body language, voice, eye contact, and not do the terrible expressions that are killing your likability, is making other people feel uncomfortable around you. If you could do that, you'd be better than 70 to 80% of the fucking world. And if you were better than them, you'd have a pretty decent life, wouldn't you say so? So figure out how to get around people that have that it factor, and it starts rubbing off on yourself. So remember, the full checklist of the micro expression sins are going to be linked below. There's like hundreds of them, so I couldn't fit it inside of this video, but you can look at that checklist, you can record yourself and just consistently do it for 3 minutes a day. And in the next week, 7 days, because honestly, how often have you practiced Be honest. The next 7 days, things can dramatically shift the way that people view you, the value, the perceived value that other people see that you have, and your likability is going to absolutely skyrocket. Hope you enjoyed, subscribed, leave a like. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.